Okay, so we'll just wait for people to come because I know 3 people are coming. All right. Oh, okay, cool. So I'll just start talking first about our intention for the class. A lot of times a teacher will say, pick your own intention, but I'm going to pick our intention for the day. And our intention for this class is to calm down. So although the stretch is going to be beneficial and just moving our body is always beneficial, let's just start to put our brain in relaxation mode. So we're going to think about our nervous system just relaxing. We don't need to like drop it down, but we don't want to, we just want to balance out. That's my point. So the intention is to match the breath with the movement, which will ultimately help our mind calm down and give us some sense of calm. So join me on the mat. We're going to start lying down. Now I will eventually be getting up, so hopefully this relationship between me and my voice and being able to project will be okay. So come on down. All right, and we're going to start with the feet about hip width distance apart, and then we're going to slowly lower all the way down to your back. So take a second, get there, and then relax. And you can close your eyes or keep them open, but just take a few breaths. Palms are up, the feet are connected to the floor, kneecaps facing the ceiling. Good. And to start, we're just going to start with a breath in and lift the left knee, and exhale, put it down. Then the right knee. Inhale in, and exhale, place it down. Good. Inhale, and exhale. Just keep rolling with that. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Then we'll do one more on the right. Inhale, and exhale. Good. Pause. Turn your hands so they're on the floor. And then as you breathe in, now we're going to lift the hips up. And exhale, bring the hips back down. Inhale, lift the hips up. And exhale, bring it down. Keep flowing. Inhale. And exhale, come down. One more time. Inhale. Stay. Just stay, hold. Maybe a little bit of movement in the neck just to make sure we're not gripping, but you don't need to be looking left or right. You just keep your nose kind of pointing at the ceiling. Good. And then come down. Pause. Feel. Good. Now, as we inhale, we'll prepare. Exhale, start to draw both knees into the chest. Inhale them down. Exhale them up. If doing 2 feet at one time is not accessible, do one leg at a time. Good. In, exhale, pull the knees in. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. Stay for the exhalation. Good. And very gently, starting small, start to wave your knees side to side. Nice. And roll to one side and the other. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop. Inhale, center. Exhale, drop. Inhale. And exhale, drop to the side, back to center. Pause. Extend the legs. And just pause in Shavasana for a moment. And then start to scan the body, starting from the top of the head. Good. Check in with the face. Make sure the muscles of the face are relaxed. Good. Exhale any tension out of the shoulders. Let the hands be connected to the floor. And then from the top of the shoulder to the tip of the middle finger, feel the arms resting on the floor, feeling supported by the floor. And breathing into the belly button. And exhale, release any tension. Inhale into the right leg. Exhale out of the right toes. Inhale into the left leg. Exhale through the left toes. Pause. Start to wake the body up again. So a little stretch through the fingers, and then walk the legs together and flex the ankles so that you're imitating standing on the floor. And then draw the palms of your hands to your sides. Maybe adjust the shoulder blades. Good. Now we're exerting some effort sort of through the midline of the body. Okay, this is Tadasana or mountain pose. We just flipped it on its back. Feel how long and strong the back of your body feels. Good. Start to draw the right knee into the chest. Good. Take a nice breath in. As you exhale, leading from the sternum, from your breastbone there, exhale and lift the ribs up. Bring the knee to the nose. Inhale, lay the head down. Same side, 2 more times. Exhale. Bring it in. Inhale down. Exhale. Draw the belly button back. Inhale. Keep the knee close. Take it into the left hand. Open up the right. And start to develop a twist. Just a simple twist. Now, if you have something like this, like a block, I have several because I love collecting these things. I recommend them. They're probably not too expensive on Amazon. I hope. I don't know. And you can use it as a prop, so you don't have to go so far. Of course, if you have a dictionary, that could also be used as a prop too. So, whatever you have lying around, just pause. And if you don't have anything, just kind of, you could tap a toe down or rest your foot on your leg. Gently, gently kind of shift and see what works. But now we'll come back to center. Pause in our Shavasana, Tadasana. Good, lift. Pause. Good. And draw the left knee into the chest. Take a breath. From the rib cage, we curl. Draw the knee in. Inhale. Exhale, draw the knee in. Inhale. Exhale, draw the knee in. Keep the knee, lay the head, and start to develop your twist. Just a gentle. Good. You can even look to the left, find your thumb. Lengthen the left side body. So imagine you're making more space between the ribs and the hips. And then we'll come back to center. Both knees. Good. Rocking side to side. And gently roll to the right. And then maybe scoop up. So we're seated. Good. The thumb. And join the soles of the feet. Good. Give them a little squeeze if they're chilly. Good. And if they're warm, cool them down. Good. Take a breath. Lengthen the spine, maybe peace fingers around your big toes. And exhale, start to come down. Inhale up. Pause. Now as you exhale here, start to draw the abdominal wall back and squeeze the guts. And then inhale, relax the muscles. Do that 2 more times. Exhale, start to squeeze the muscles of the abdomen. Good. Inhale, relax. And exhale, squeeze the belly and bend at the same time. Don't hold your breath. You can inhale, lift. Let's pause for the exhalation. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. As you forward bend, squeeze the abdomen. Inhale, lift. Pause for the exhalation. Inhale. Squeeze, exhale. Good. Stay, don't hold the breath, continue to breathe. And if you're able, you'll continue to go back to that belly squeeze. Good. Aswini Mudra. So in essence, what I'm doing is I'm forward bending, and then as I exhale, I'm going to squeeze the belly and then release as I inhale. But it just, this forward bend, it just gives us a little bit more of an intense experience of that in a good way. Pause, come up. Take a moment, feel. Good. And then we'll take it to 2 knees. So take your time. Good, and pause. Again, another use of this prop, there's another color, is you can take it either tall side or medium side or short side or whatever you need, and use it as a little throne. Okay? Okay. You hear the kids in the background. So from here, just using the body, we're going to keep our arms at our sides to start. We're going to inhale and pull the pelvis up and forward. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, as if someone had a belt around your waist and they were just pulling you up, and then gently bringing you back down. Good. Inhale, now let's lift the shoulders. And exhale, slide the shoulders, slide the hips. Elbows, inhale. And then exhale them back down, full circle. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now just the arms up and down as we breathe in and out. Let me adjust my costume here. Inhale, light through the thumbnails. Exhale as if you're just kind of slicing through butter, drawing the arms down your sides. Inhale, as best we can. Try to match the speed of the arms to the speed of the body, of the hips. I should be more specific. Inhale. Now, if you're able and willing, you can start to sweep your hands back. Inhale. If that fuller version is not for you, just stay right here. And if there's anything with the knees, if that isn't working for you, to come back down, just breathe the arms. Breathe the arms. Otherwise, that fuller expression is to kind of slide into child's pose. And then inhale, lift. Exhale, see? Check in and notice how, if you're still focused on the breath and the movement. We're inhaling and lifting. Exhaling, come down. One more time. Inhale, we lift. And exhale, come down. And I'm going to say this up so you can hear me. We're going to pause in that child's pose. I'm going to cue keeping your legs parallel to each other as opposed to making the triangle with the feet and the knees wide. Go ahead and keep those thighs parallel to each other, and then either hands wherever you want them. I like them back here these days. But I guess I will be more specific and say keep your arms close and just kind of create a sense of being cuddled in yourself. And maybe for you that's here. If you can't get all the way over, just play with this shape. Maybe your arms are here. But once you're settled, take some belly breaths, diaphragmatic breathing. Breathe that belly button forward and exhale, relax the muscles. Good. Here we go. So just breathe. Imagine that the musculature of your back could inflate and deflate as the abdominal muscles do. Like, just kind of imagine what that looks like and sense if that helps to bring the breath fuller into that back. I mean, imagine if you could dome your back fully as each breath comes in. That would be interesting. Good, and then we'll come up, walk the hands forward, couple cat-cows, and we'll inhale, lift the eyes and the tailbone, and exhale, round the back. Inhale, lift the eyes and the tailbone, and exhale, round the back. Good. Inhale. And then let's neutralize the spine. Extend the right arm and the left leg, pause. Notice if we've lost the contraction in the abdomen. In other words, are we kind of slumped here? We don't want to be slumped. So what you're going to do is put your brain in your left heel, push the left heel back and reach the right fingertips forward and really iron out your spine, lengthen. Good. And bring the right hand down. Good. Bring the left knee down. And step back either into a full plank or knees down. And just pause. Balance. So here's Tadasana face down, except our arms are extended in front of us. But look at that long spine. The heels are pressed back. My tailbone is pointing towards my heels. My ears are pulled forward. I mean, not forward, but towards the top of my head. Good. And then come back down. Pause in Thunderbolt. Just pause. Let that information sink into the body. Good. And we'll do the other side. So come on down. Good. Now we've got the left arm and the right leg. And again, put your brain in your right heel and press back. Reach forward with the fingers. Iron out the spine. Okay, from here, we're going to put the left hand down. Good. And now I'm going to have you put the right toes down. So I'm going to show you this first side backwards. Okay? What we're going to do is we're going to kick, you can see that, the left leg and start to build a supported side plank. So I've got a lot of support, 3 points of support. I've got the hand, the knee, and the foot. And pause in this modified side plank. If you're inclined to reach your arm up, great. But actually what we're going to do now is we're all going to reach our right arm up and over our ear. Okay? And now we're going to look up. Inhale, reach a little further. Exhale, wave your hand over your hip, palm down, look at your left middle finger. Inhale, look up. And exhale, turn your face to the floor, hand over hip. Inhale, look up. Pause your exhale. Breathe into those right ribs. Now we're going to start to come back. Now reach with the right hand. Good. And then plant the hand. Pause, reset, Thunderbolt. Woo. That got a little intense, right? All right, so now we'll do the second side. So again, we're going to come to all fours. Kick the right foot off and build that supported 3 points of support on the right side. So I've got my full right hand, which by the way, pause, good teaching point. It's not under my shoulder, it's out from under my shoulder. So I have a slight diagonal shape from right shoulder to right wrist. And then all 5 of my fingers are spread for the support. I've got my knee and I'm going to adjust it so it's a little bit more stable under my body. And then I reach out. Now, if you're inclined to do this with the foot up, do you. But I'm going to keep my foot on the floor. And I really suggest it. And just, like I said at the beginning, our intention here is to lower our relax our nervous system. And if we're always kind of trying to do something a little harder or a little like push a little bit, it's not really jiving with the intention. So we want to keep it balanced. Anyway, okay, enough babbling. Now, here we go. Find the reach. Find the reach. And then inhale, reach a little further. Exhale, turn your face towards the floor. Left hand over left hip. Inhale, we try to look up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale. And exhale. Oops. Now we're going to breathe in. Hold the pose, but not the breath. Inhale. Exhale. And then round towards the floor. Good. And now we're going to find seated again. All right. Pause. Soles of the feet together. Costume fixing. Let's take another forward bend here in our Baddha Konasana, our bound angle pose. So you can hold the feet, you can peace finger the toes, but just take a little snuggle here. Good. Now I happen to have flexible hips, that's great. For anyone who does not, and you find like the knee is way up here, again, for if you ever get blocks, if you have them, you can support your knees like that, and then enjoy this forward bend. All right, so I'm gonna release mine. Good. And now we're gonna extend the right leg, fold the left foot into the inner thigh. And let's just open with the stretch. Good, so for some, this is your stretch. Some people fold all the way in half. And I'm about here. So wherever your here is, like high five yourself and then pause and enjoy the stretch. Good. If it's really like hamstrings are like, why are you doing this to me? Just go grab a blanket, something like this, something that has firmness. Good. And enjoy this forward stretch. Good. So, now what's the relationship between my foot and my inner thigh, you ask? There is. They are loving each other. So my foot is pressing into my inner thigh is pressing into my foot, and I have energy going out of my heel. So you can kind of like imagine this recycled sense of flow. It just kind of goes around, but it's gonna flow down your back, down the leg, and then breathing. Good. Pause. Good, good, good. Let's take the second side. Then we're gonna get a little fancy. Well, not that fancy, but anyway. Okay, so building again. My energy is flowing through my leg, my toes are looking up, the sole of my other foot is pressed to the inner thigh, and I reach and I hold and I breathe. So now, let me go back to that intention that I so carefully set at the beginning, which was we're going to match the breath with the movement, but when we're not moving, can you match your focus to the breath? Maybe even saying silently to yourself, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And then we'll come up. Good. Pause. Notice this shape. This is the lower half of a tree pose, which we will now take on our side for some fun. Because having some fun relaxes us too, right? So good, wholesome fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on our left side. Roll onto your left. Find side lying Tadasana, although our arms up over the head. So, but still, in other words, what I'm saying when I say Tadasana is that I'm not like arching or laying back or flipping and flapping. Like a nice, tidy, straight line. Good. Here we go. Oy. I need tummy control. All right, here we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my right foot. So its toes are up. Here, you can't see, but my toes are up. And I'm going to place that heel in the arch of my left foot. Okay? And now push through that right foot and just feel yourself get a little taller. And then start to slide that foot up the inner thigh. Good, and pause. Good, draw the tailbone down. Notice if you're starting to turn. I always think of a bird with tail feathers. So you want to turn your tail feathers down. Turn your tail feathers down and find the balance. Good, flex the left foot as if you were standing on the floor. And as for the right hand, if you are feeling balanced, you can take the arms overhead. Good. And notice. Inhale, exhale mentally. And then we'll bring the right hand to the floor and come out of the pose. I'm going to sit up and turn. You're more than welcome to just flip over gently. Okay. So now I think you should be all right. Again, let's just set up nice and neat. I hope when I look back at this, I'll prove that I'm doing it nicely and neatly. Anyway, okay, so, oh, and I'll be more specific. I'm keeping my right palm up. So my right arm is under my head. My right palm is up. I'm flexing through my feet, supporting with my left hand to start. Turn your foot so it's in the arch. And then push the heels away from you a bit. So you really feel tall. And as you turn that foot, you get a nice, interesting stretch in the side body on that left side. So that's cool. Good. And then we're going to start to slide into our tree pose. Good. Okay, and notice what happens. I mean, how are you kind of, are you starting to fall on your back? Are you starting to fall on your face? It's all good. It's fine. This is how we discover, we refine, maybe redefine what we think of as this pose or that pose. Good. And build so that it really suits our body. So having, this is as foot as high as my foot is going to go right now. But if it's best for you to have that here, and really, if you're wibbly wobbly woo, you can put your foot on the floor. It's all good. So find the pose, extend the arm overhead if it's reasonable, and then breathe. Inhale, exhale, mental. Good. Bring the right hand or left hand down, excuse me. And now you're gonna roll on your tummy. Okay. Here's our crocodile pose. So we're here. We're gonna like wiggle it out just for a hot second. And I'm gonna cue this with my face up because this is face down and you won't be able to hear me. So I'll demonstrate and then I'll talk. Okay. So we're gonna put our forehead on the floor or on the hands. Let the feet out. Okay, so that's the shape you're going to take right now. You're going to lie face down, forehead on hands, let the legs spill open and really yield into the floor. Okay, in other words, take this opportunity to feel as if the floor is lifting you. You're not just giving weight into the floor is supporting you. And now, while you're here face down, our organs are being pulled down by gravity, and take a big belly breath into the floor, out through the nose, and do that a couple times, and let's add a rhythm to the breath. 4 counts in, 4 counts out. Don't hold the breath, let it flow, but see if you can match 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale the same as the exhale is the same. So take a moment while I sit here and close my eyes. Okay, now to finish, we're gonna just as you are, gently bring yourself onto your back. If you have something close by that you can cover yourself with, put on some socks without scrambling, because we want to keep this nice, easy energy. Good. So I'm giving you a pause to flip and cover. Okay, so I'm standing close to the phone because I'm going to guide you through a systematic relaxation. And really, I just want you to hear me clearly, but you can close your eyes all the way and take a moment to sense the body. Again, this time from the bottom, being supported by the floor. You're not just giving it weight, it's lifting you up. You are being supported. And let's start in the left foot. Left foot, relax. Right knee, relax. Left hip, relax. Right rib, relax. Left shoulder, relax. Right eye, relax. Right foot, relax. Left knee, relax. Right hip, relax. Left rib, relax. Right shoulder, relax. And left eye, relax. Good. Now create a sensation in the body of total relaxation. Just really in creating a positive feeling inside. Relax the muscles of the body in a way that will lead you to feel content. If you would like to contract any muscles, may they be of the face into a light smile. Take a moment and witness yourself lying there, body relaxed, well breathed. Notice the waves of the mind slowing down. You can mentally let your mind flow with the inhale and the exhalation. Notice the tension is gone from the face and behind the eyes. The tension is gone from the shoulders and the abdomen, from the pelvic floor and the glutes, down the hamstrings, into the calves and the soles of the feet. The hands are relaxed. Place the left hand over the heart and the right hand over the belly button. And as you inhale, notice if you can feel your heartbeat, as well as the right hand lifting and lowering as the breath enters and exits the body. As you're ready, slowly roll to the right side and pause in the fetal position. Slowly press to seated. Rub our hands together. And cover our eyes. Cross our hearts. Thank you for the practice today. Namaste.